counter is way out. It says we're live way before that we are, or we're live way before the counter says we are.
Yeah,
Either way,
it's always a way that when we turn off as well, you're like waving and it's already told me that it's not live anymore.
yeah, it's
It's
slightly
got
out
to
of
be
sync.
consistency. Yeah.
But there we go.
Yeah.
So, welcome to another live video. Good evening, Josh. As you can see, my camera is now. The camera situation is sorted. It's you can see my wonderful sweaty face. HD camera. Hi, Luke.
Pause and all.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so warm in here, and I've got the door open because nobody else is in.
How is it?
It's
It's not
still
like
so warm.
it's quite chilled in my house.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I've had
too
the
bad.
Xbox and my TV on for the last couple of hours.
Ah, right. Okay, yeah, that'll
So
probably
there
do
you
it.
go. But I finally fixed the camera situation. The only thing is, it's slightly here. But I'll fix that. That's
I
the
swear,
camera's
I
fixed.
mean, that's probably a
At least I've
bonus
got a
because
decent camera.
you don't get like weird eye contact going on.
Like you mean? You're like, listen.
Yeah. I could just like stare right at the camera because it's slightly above.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, we've got a few bits of news to talk about this evening. First of which is, and obviously we'll answer any questions along the way. So do shout if you have any. But the first of which, hopefully, is going to work. It's Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
You didn't even send me a link for that. What's going on?
Did I not?
No, he's just throwing the curveball in. Don't think I've got a link for that.
What do you mean the camera's not sorted, Luke? What's happening? So have we got more technical issues than we had before? This is not good.
Maybe he's saying it's broken because it's showing some ugly mug.
Well, that was always the case. That was always the way.
No, you didn't send me a link to Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway. I can't say it. I can't say it. Mickey and Minnie's Train Ride. Although somebody pointed out that it should be Goofy's Runaway Railway because Goofy's actually like, what would be the word? Driving the train.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Hold on, I'm going to try and move my camera over a little bit. See if that helps. Hopefully that sorted any situation out a little bit, Luke. Yeah, so what they've said basically is that it's going to be delayed at Hollywood Studios. Surprise to fucking surprise. Given that it was supposed to open probably this month.
Yeah, because they said spring originally, didn't they? Spring 2019. And we hadn't heard anything about the release date at all.
No, it's weird, isn't it? Okay, so it's still blurry compared to you, apparently. Let's see if we can just turn down the brighter help. Ah!
That does not help.
Oh, shit, I just turned it too bright. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's probably because I've just got a really poorly lit room.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think it's an improvement of what it was, though.
It's definitely coming from the new camera, isn't it? Because your MacBook's
100%
right in front of you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so they've confirmed pretty much that we're going to be seeing a spring 2020 opening date now for this, which is almost a year after we were supposed to get it.
Yeah.
Which is a bit mental. Like, I don't quite understand.
It is. Didn't you say you said something the other day about it being because they basically they've shifted everyone to Star Wars to Galaxy's Edge.
Well, this is the theory, and we were talking about it on This After Dark last week. This is the theory, but I mean, Disney haven't said anything.
It's either that or they're just using it as an excuse, or they could use it as an excuse.
Like, I mean, it's Disney, right? If they really wanted to do it, they could get it done.
You would have thought so.
Yeah, then, it is weird.
That's the thing. Obviously, Galaxy's Edge is going to bring them in a lot more money than Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yeah. It's the worst ride name ever. But they also confirmed that it's coming to Disneyland, which is Josh has just said you can't beat a copy and paste job. It's what Walt would have
Yeah.
wanted.
I like that.
Yeah, Phil says typical Disney takes them forever to build stuff. It does, and you know what? They said it's coming to Disneyland. I think they gave the date of like 2022, and it's like,
Really?
how's it taking that long to copy and paste something?
That's nuts. You don't think like where? Do you know where they're putting it? Have they said where they're putting it?
It's going in the Toon Town area. I forget what its full name is.
Okay.
There's lots of
Seems
people
appropriate.
saying, yeah, lots of people. Oh, it's going to fit better there than it is in Hollywood Studios. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Lots of people saying that Roger Rabbit is closing. We've had no confirmation that that's the case. It would seem that people are thinking it's going to be going in and like next door to it. Can you hear me?
Is he back?
Hello?
Did you disconnect?
No.
Oh, your feed just disappeared from my screen.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
And I couldn't hear you anymore. And it's just me on the screen. So I don't know.
It disappeared for me as well.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the live video is going to be like then.
I don't know why. And Disneyland Paris as well, yes. So it's a bit of a weird one. I don't really see why they're just copying and pasting. I mean, it kind of fits into Toontown, I think, in Disneyland.
Oh yeah, the setting's definitely right. But yeah, it is a classic case of them copy and pasting the ride yet again, which I've said before I don't have too much of a problem with. But when you start doing it quite significantly, because we've seen quite a few copy and paste jobs recently, haven't we? So
yeah,
it's a bit of a disappointment.
Apparently so, Josh. Apparently there are technical difficulties. It is amateur hour. Yeah, it is amateur. Look.
I mean, that's how it's advertised.
We never said that we were experts. We barely can operate a podcast successfully. Like, add video into the mix, and it's just all going to shit.
And live
I think you're right, actually, Luke. I think you're right. My camera, for some reason, has gone 720, even though it's capable of doing the full hog.
No, my camera is 720.
Well, that's your theory out then, Luke. Because my camera's definitely doing 720 now, like 100%.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's the lighting in the room. It's just shit. But there we go. So yeah, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is fucking shit name, but it's coming to Hollywood Studios next year, and then Disneyland and Disneyland Paris. Because why not? Because Bob Chapek's like, oh, let's just copy and paste it.
Do you think part of the delay could be because they want it to clash with Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge?
No, I think it's just Disney being shit.
Oh, okay. I wondered if they'd want to spread things out a little bit. Maybe
Hollywood doesn't need that though. Hollywood needs that ride now.
It does need. Well, it does need the ride, but until when Star Wars opens, it doesn't need the ride.
But it at least helps split the crowds a little bit.
Yeah, a smidge. I don't think it would do much.
Yeah, Phil, you're absolutely right. If it was at Universal, it'd be open today with water features. It really would.
It'd be 3D. It'd be a 3D ride, which I think it is, isn't it?
No, I don't think. No, they're using
Is it not 3D? This isn't the one where they're using like 3D technology, but you don't have to wear glasses. Is it?
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So I agree with Luke. So he says, surely they want more. They want more open to eat people.
Yeah, I mean,
I do agree.
Maybe. I mean, we've obviously seen them do various things for Galaxy's Edge, like in California, where you've got to have ticketed and all this sort of stuff. So they're obviously aware that it's going to be really busy, and they're trying to control the crowds. So I wonder if they're thinking that if they bring in another new ride, it's going to draw in people that aren't necessarily like massively keen on Star Wars. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know anyone that's not massively keen on Star Wars.
Yeah, that's true.
I think these people exist today.
You just ban them from your life, haven't you?
But they don't exist, so
yeah, repress them.
Yeah, 2D and a half.
2.5D, is it?
2.5D.
Is that what they called it?
sounds unnecessarily dodgy. I don't know if it's just me.
I know what you mean. It does sound a little bit dodgy. Double and a half Ds.
The 2Ds. So speaking of 3D technology and Universal, we're moving on
Yeah.
to an attraction that is not 3D and is coming to Universal, and that is Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure.
Another classic clanger of a name.
This show is literally the one with all the long names. It's ridiculous. So this week we've had quite a few. The name of my porn film. Yeah, I could think of a lot worse, so I'll take it. I will talk about some of the stuff they revealed this week. So we've had 3 reveals maybe this week, 4 maybe.
Right.
So we've basically seen all the creatures that are being featured in the attraction. So we've seen the fluffy animatronic, we've seen the Senators, which Dan, you and I saw kind of at the press event.
I'm sure I saw that picture at the press event.
Yeah. We've also seen the Pixies, the Cornish Pixies, and finally revealed Friday, which is, what was it, yesterday? The Blast-Ended Scroots, which, I mean, they seem to have arses at both ends. I don't quite know.
I had no idea what these things are because I haven't read the books.
What have you been doing with your life?
I mean, it doesn't really look like it has a face, does it?
No.
I'm assuming just having a look at the picture now.
Yeah, Phil is the worst name ever. We just get Dan like doing this in his camera, like.
I'm just trying to get. It's like half scorpion, half something.
Let me just have a look at the picture.
Looks all backwards. Getting to have a real good look.
It's so warm in here. If this was a unsafe show, I might actually have to take my shirt off. It's so warm.
Yeah, well, I mean, does the what are they called? The Blast-Ended Scroot, or Scroot is Scroot, I guess.
Scroot, I believe.
Not Dwight Schrute from The Office. Does it match with your vision of what a Blast-Ended Scroot is?
Well, they don't. I mean, they get a bit of mention in the books, but it's never something that I'd really like get kind of given time to my imagination.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the first Dumbledore, when you see him in the movies, is exactly how I imagined him.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, these things I'd never really given time of day to. They're not exactly like big characters in the books. Or big creatures in the books.
I mean, I'd never heard of them before. So it's
Luke's telling me to take my t-shirt off, so.
Doing a stew.
Oh yeah, that was weird. My camera seems to be going
just
more out of focus. Oh, there we go.
There we go. You're back in.
That's It says HD 1080p on the fucking camera. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Something's gone funny there. I mean, for me, I think of the 4 reveals, I think the fluffy animatronic looks the best.
Yeah, I agree. It does.
I mean, the Blast-Ended Scroot kind of looked like it might just be. That looks like it's computer generated. Like you could imagine that being like in a Dark Souls game.
Yeah, it doesn't look great, but I'm assuming that's going to be some kind of animatronic.
I assume so. I'm assuming it's going to be not just like fixed.
I mean, the fluffy animatronic is cool, but they do seem to have gone like half-assed on it in a way.
Basically, their animatronic teams just know how to make heads.
We've got that from Kong, right?
Yeah, that's all they know how to do. Bodies, no idea.
No idea. Yeah. Luke says they're now at a stage where they need to expand the universe, so they're pulling from everywhere. Title of my sex tape.
Pulling from everywhere. Brilliant. I mean, are half the people going to know what that even is when they see that?
Well, parents are going to.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming at some point, Hagrid will go, "Oh no, it's a Blast-Ended Scroot! Watch out!" And we'll be like, "Ah!"
And then everyone will be like, "What?
What?
What's
I should
that?"
have said that. I should not have said that.
I mean, what?
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to this ride. I think it's going to be awesome. I think Universal have finally built a non-screen based ride with animatronics that is actually going to be quite exciting.
Yeah, I think it's nice to see another track coaster coming in. And if they do that Jurassic one as well, which is rumored, then that'd be cool. Like that's quite a few track coasters they've got going there. Then. With
and obviously they've just updated Jurassic Park to Jurassic World in Hollywood, and they've been showing some of that off, and they've added a screen to it basically, and a slightly bigger animatronic, I believe. But the screen based thing they've added to it looks quite cool. You know, it's of the water dinosaur from the show, basically the show that they nicked from SeaWorld. The dinosaur kind of swims right up to the screen. And smashes it.
Yeah.
So yeah, at what point we see the animatronics, Luke? Universal haven't said. They didn't say at the press event either. They didn't really want to talk too much about the animatronics at the press event. I feel that Robbie Coltrane was kind of running his mouth a little bit. But
yeah, because they make a mention.
I think that'd be split out, and I think it will end on Fluffy.
I was wondering whether Fluffy would be in the middle, because I know that obviously Robbie Coltrane said about the fact that the bike's gonna break down partway through the ride. So I wondered if you would break down in front of Fluffy, and then Fluffy's starts getting a bit
aggro.
Yeah.
So the other thing from Universal this week, and I'll mention it because if I don't, the Universal press team are going to be very cross with me. And I'm not even joking. There's a new Universal City Walk restaurant coming called Big Fire American Fare. That's going to be coming. Let me see what they say here. This summer, Universal Orlando Resort will debut its next original concept dining experience, Big Fire, a full-service restaurant that draws modern inspiration from the nostalgia of cooking over open flames during memorable family holidays. From camping to barbecues to seaside retreats, the all-new restaurant will feature a specially creative menu that takes open fire cooking, one of the earliest styles of preparing food, to a whole new level, and brings to life a unique dining experience that only Universal Orlando could create. I mean, it's a barbecue, isn't it? I had one earlier.
They're going to have mammoth steaks and stuff like that. The earliest type of cooking.
And here we have the horse. So Big Fire will feature unique theming designed to make guests feel as if they have stepped into a lakeside summer house, creating an atmosphere reminiscent of relaxed summer evenings spent by the water, surrounded by friends and family. There's hopefully at no point does Jason Voorhees come out and start stabbing you through the neck. It's a 2-story venue, feature natural design elements, and s'mores are going to be available. They'll be able to prepare those right at the table as well. There'll be a custom wood fire grill. It sounds pretty cool. Like the food sounds pretty cool.
Have they said where it's going to be?
No. Let's just see. So they've got a signature bison burger, coffee, chili, and cocoa rubbed topped sirloin, delectable freshwater trout, mouth-watering smoked salads, and more. Sounds like the kind of food that I would enjoy when I'm in Florida, to be fair.
Yeah. Is there any kind of opening date or anything like that? Or is it literally just early announcement? Right. Okay.
Big Fire
Why
Grill.
Would you be annoyed with you if you didn't mention that?
Because I said I'd mention it. No, it's called Big Fire. It's called Big Fire. That's one word is officially what Universal are calling it in this email that they sent me. Although the logo has Big Fire American Fare underneath the Big Fire name, so I don't know, Luke, if its full name's going to be Big Fire Grill, but Orlando City just went 1-0 up, says Phil Gard. I'm the only one who cares, though. I don't even know what that is.
Is that American football or soccer?
Is it football? Is it soccer? Is it basketball? Is it baseball? Is it a ball-based game? What is it?
It could be golf. Is it golf?
Could be golf. Orlando City golf team. Assuming that's the thing. I don't know.
Fortnite esports. Yeah.
Could be anything. Luke, do I think it's going to be like Seven Dwarfs? No, I think it's going to be a bit faster than Seven Dwarfs. But I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, you assume it would be faster than Seven Dwarfs because you imagine Hagrid's motorbike in the film was pretty fast, isn't it?
Yeah. Football? Do you mean American football? I mean, you got to be clear here. MLS soccer. Okay.
Oh, okay. Soccer.
I think you were right, Phil. You are the. Oh no, Luke does seem to care, so we're the only ones that don't. So let's move on.
They're just organising their.
They're literally just leaving the stream to watch football. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Sorry. So soccer.
Yeah, soccer. Disney's Hollywood Studios 30th anniversary is gonna be on, Dan. When you are in Hollywood Studios, you're gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. And tell everyone at home when you go to Florida.
Tomorrow tomorrow's in 2 hours. But yeah.
Tomorrow.
In about 15 hours, I'll be on the plane.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ramming a video down your throats before you go.
Ramming a what?
Video. What do you think I said?
Oh, I thought that's what you said, and I was like, "Are you talking about on the plane, or are you?" Then you said before you go, and that really confused me.
No, Josh, they haven't officially announced the Jurassic Coaster yet, so we're still waiting to hear from that.
Even though they started building it,
I can I can ask my Universal Orlando contacts to see if we can get any news updates from them. They probably won't tell me, but I can ask.
I'll just stick a camera over the fence and see what they do.
Hello.
Yoo-hoo.
Monsters Inc. at Hollywood Studios. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. The Aerosmith contract is almost up.
Yeah.
Although I had a discussion with someone on Twitter, and I was just like, Aerosmith aren't relevant, and then they were like, well, in America they still are. Are they?
Are they really though?
Are there any kids going to Hollywood Studios so they can listen to Aerosmith on a roller coaster?
I don't think so. I think granted, I love that ride, and I think the theming is very good that they've done for it. It doesn't really fit in with Hollywood Studios anymore. And
nothing fits in Hollywood Studios. I mean, there's no things in that park.
Bit of a shambles. But I don't think they've got the pull as they used to. I think they'd be much better off putting it to one of the franchises they got. Monsters Inc. would be a great choice.
I mean, there has been rumours for years that was going to become like a doorway coaster.
Yeah, which I think could work really, really well.
But I mean, it does, but also it doesn't, because it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Like going upside down on a Monsters Inc. ride just is a bit odd.
I'm trying to think of whether they go upside down when they're on the doors. Does it ever twist? Does it ever loop? I can't remember.
But yeah, but even if it does, I mean, kids are going to be like, "Oh, Monsters Inc." Especially as they've confirmed the TV show with what's both of the actors reprising the role,
and whoever the other one is,
Lenny Henry.
Yeah, Lenny Henry, that's the one. Yeah. Pretty sure that's right.
Phil says, "Please, will they get rid of Toon Lagoon? Such a bad area. Oh God, isn't it?
Yeah,
please. Yeah. I mean, I know we're not talking Islands of Adventure, but oh my God, just get rid of it. Absolutely, get rid of it."
That's the thing. It's as I was saying to you the other day, actually, or yesterday, whenever it was. I saw somebody saying about Disney needing a fifth gate, which they don't need a fifth gate, but Universal don't need a third gate at the moment. They need to sort the lands that they've already got.
They could demolish half of the islands.
Yeah, if they demolished half the parks, they could put in all the Nintendo stuff. Granted, it probably wouldn't be the ideal fit, but it'd be the space for it. It said
go on.
I was just going to say, it said they're just going to spread their resources between 3 parks instead of 2 parks. So
I mean, they can't build rides within 5 years now, let alone when they have another park into the mix.
Yeah, Yeah.
Phil says, "Make Captain Marvel. It'd be better than the movie was."
I mean, I think because obviously I said this to you before a little while ago that obviously they can't do Iron Man. I think an Iron Man coaster. I said about an Iron Man coaster before they announced it at Paris. I think obviously they can't do Iron Man in Hollywood studios. But I said Captain Marvel would be a good alternative because there's that scene, isn't there? They showed it in the trailer, obviously in the film. Basically it's almost a like for like shot with a shot from one of the Iron Mans. I don't know which one it is, where he's flying through space almost, or in the atmosphere. So it's basically it basically works the same way. They have similar-esque powers as such.
I mean, Bob Iger did tweet a few months ago that he'd be making all of the Captain Marvel rides. Maybe he wasn't joking. People assumed that was a joke.
Yeah, maybe it's not. He's going to turn Hollywood Studios into Captain Marvel land.
Yeah. So before we talk about Hollywood Studios, we've got another question from Josh. What's happening with the Simpsons ride, or is it not affected by the Fox deal similar to the Marvel thing? So interesting this is. As far as I know, the contract with the Simpsons has about-ish 10 years left. It doesn't work in the same way that the Marvel contract works. So Universal will have to seek Disney's agreement to continue that license at Universal. So in 10 years, 10 plus years, so like 10, 12 years, Disney could go, we're not renewing it. We're taking The Simpsons and putting it into our parks. Now, realistically, in 10 years' time, The Simpsons is going to be hitting, let's say it's 40th season. I don't think it's going to hit that many seasons. I cannot see The Simpsons lasting another 10 years. It would surprise me. It might, but is it going to be popular enough to create a land at Disney World or Disneyland? I can't see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to, because obviously there's popularity and also the actors, the voice actors, like, they're not,
Marge sounds like she's close to death.
Yeah, they're not old, but they're not young. And in another 10 years, obviously 10 years older, I don't know how old. I think we said before that they're in like their mid to late 50s, some of them. Some of them are obviously slightly younger. And you think obviously they're going to be in their mid to late 60s in 10 years' time. Are they going to want to do it in it for much longer?
Well,
they can get replacements in, but it's not really going to be the same, is it?
No, this is it. I was just thinking, because I think the oldest one might be Julie Kavner. And she's 70 almost.
Oh, well, at the moment, she's 70.
Yeah.
Right,
she's 68.
Okay, who does she play?
Marge.
Right, okay, so she's going to be intended by season 40, she's going to be like, 78? So,
yeah.
Don't know.
Oh, Harry Shearer is in his 70s, apparently.
Yeah, I was forgetting him, yeah.
Yeah. I can't see it. I can't see it carrying on until... I think maybe 4 or 5 more seasons, and that's it.
I mean, obviously, somebody like Harry Shearer, if he did want to retire from it, they could probably just retire his characters, because you've got like Mr. Burns and whoever else he does. I think he does do more than just Mr. Burns, doesn't he? So they could just retire his characters. But somebody like Marge, I mean, they could, but would it be like they could kill her off? But
she's got quite a distinct voice, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Phil says, just put Futurama into Tomorrowland and make a new series for Disney Plus. Wait a minute. I like that idea. It's not happening, though. It's not happening. Futurama will never, ever go into Magic Kingdom.
Do you reckon they would have a fifth gate and just call it the Fox Park?
I mean, fifth gate. Yeah.
They could. I mean, obviously they've gained so many franchises now that could warrant the fifth gate. It'd still be stretching themselves quite a lot.
What franchises are going to make money at a theme park?
Simpsons. Probably
Simpsons. I don't think will.
No. If they do it right. I suppose you've already got like a Simpsons, like they've already done like a relatively immersive experience at Universal.
Yeah, I don't see the point in the Simpsons land. I don't see the point in. Obviously, we've already got Pandora, Alien. No,
They're
I
not
don't
going to
think
do
it's got
that.
enough. It's not got enough money to drive theme park merchandise or theme
But
rides.
I don't see Disney doing that, doing like a dark theme park.
No, I can't see
Um,
it. No, I don't really see any big Fox franchises, mate, that could drive significant revenue at a theme park.
True. I mean, obviously they've got like X-Men and that sort of, that sort of series now. But then obviously,
Can't use it.
Universal have already, well, yeah, Universal have already got land. Even if they somehow got the deal back, the contract back, um, it's a bit weird for Disney to kind of build a land that Universal already had. It's just a little bit weird. So I suppose that goes back to The Simpsons, isn't it? Universal have already got The Simpsons. Even if they lost the contract for that, would Disney want to then come out with their own version of The Simpsons land? I don't know.
Josh has said Alien Encounter for Tomorrowland, Kingsman Stunt Show, and Planet of the Apes Zoo. Titanic Land.
Yes.
They've done that already. They did that already.
Rick and Morty.
They did Titanic. There was a Titanic ride at the only Fox theme park that existed. It existed in Australia. Didn't last very long. It was about, I think, maybe 10 years, even maybe less than that before it shut. And one of their biggest attractions was the Titanic experience. And you either got to be one of the rich people and you kind of made it off on the boat, or you're one of the poor people and there was like shit was going down around you, that kind of thing, and like the boat was sinking and everything like that. That was the only draw that park really had. And needless to say, it's now shut and didn't really stand the test of time because nobody gives a flying damn about Titanic. Yeah, it looks shit, doesn't it?
Why did Australia get some like weird kind of movie parks? They've got Warner Brothers World and they have Fox. Like, no Disney or Universal have made it there yet.
Well, I think the story behind the park was that basically Fox wanted to buy the space to shoot movies and things. Right. And the part of the deal of taking the land was that they had to make some of that space publicly available.
Okay.
So they thought
because Australia doesn't have enough land already to spare.
Well, yeah. So that was kind of the deal. Ice Age 5D Coaster Feet Aerosmith. Oh dear.
Nothing should be.
Ice Age is not a franchise that Disney will bother with because it's dead. But back to Hollywood Studios, and the 30th anniversary is fast approaching, and they've got some merchandise, some food on the way that looks quite interesting. Some of it looks a bit shit.
I'm looking for the bits that are okay. Some that
Sorcerer's hat looks terrible, but the hat itself looks cool. But it's just like a plain biscuit.
Yeah. It's a bit uninteresting. It looks quite nice, but as in the design looks quite cool.
But it's just on a plain biscuit. My favourite thing by far is the lightsaber churros. Now they do look cool. Like blue and red.
No artificial colours there.
Well, you're on holiday. It doesn't make a difference, does it?
Yeah, and you're in America, so anything goes.
Yeah.
They just have to put a disclaimer up that it may cause like memory loss and diarrhea and all these sort of heart attacks, strokes.
And then they've got some like cheesecakes with literally the only thing different is they put like a 30th anniversary edible thing on the top.
Yeah, presumably a bit of white chocolate. White chocolate thing. Oh, look, Ryan, they've got some cupcakes.
Yay!
You should get one of those.
They've got some cocktails though. The Galaxy Margarita, banana split cocktail, and what I like to do at the end of a Friday night, a celebration fizz.
With vanilla vodka, cranberry juice, and prosecco. What is it, Essex?
Yeah. And then they're also, this is my favourite bit, they're also highlighting what they call legacy offerings, so items that have been available in the park since its opening in 1989. The options are available year-round, but if you've never tried them, the park's 30th anniversary is the perfect time to order these dishes. So what they're doing is, in each restaurant, they're basically just highlighting dishes that you can get every day.
And why is the 30th anniversary?
30 years.
Why is it a great time to go and have these dishes when you can have them at any day of the year?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, right? But...
Yeah. I mean, you're right. Luke Fox also started over in Oz. We can thank Murdoch for that. The old, decrepit bastard.
The Palpatine of the TV industry.
He is like Mr. Burns in real life. He just won't die. I don't understand.
I'm not sure what he's using to preserve himself, but it's doing the trick.
We all want some. It's probably like children's tears.
I think it's the simple answer is probably just money. That's probably what it is.
Lots and lots of money. Yeah. Or it's that South Park episode where they. What was it? The I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say it because it's too disgusting. So you're going to be there for.
I've just seen there's a keyline thing. One of the anniversary things, a keyline. But I think it's probably just a regular keyline with a 30th anniversary thing stuck in the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're there on the actual day. You're going to be in Hollywood Studios on the 30th anniversary.
Yeah, I'm going to get my free badge and commemorative map at the very least.
Yes, and you need to get me one for me as well.
Yeah.
That's your
I'm assuming we'll be able to get 3 because there will be 3 of us. So.
Won't your parents want to keep one?
No.
Okay, well, yeah, save that for me.
Sorry. They may want to keep one. They won't be keeping one.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Luke thinks that Murdoch's surviving on alien cum.
But it's a possibility. It's not the worst thing I've heard.
I mean, if that's the case, if that's what's going to keep me young for another 250 years, then sign me up. Sign me up.
No, don't probe me. Just go for the face.
Oh dear. Luke says he needs one as well. Not facial. A badge.
Okay, that was a little bit confusing. You know, he did say alien cum, and then he says I need one.
I know. Right? So yeah, and if you manage to get any pins and shizzle, then obviously I'll take one of them as well.
Yeah, I have to. What is it? The area they're going to start selling stuff at 8 a.m. is Grand Park for some unknown reason, which is located towards the back of the park. So even though the rest of the park is closed, you're going to have to walk like through to the back of the park to buy merchandise, past all the the main street shops. It's not Main Street, is it? But whatever it's called, that main road shops. I don't know why they've done that, but
no, it's odd, isn't it? It is not one.
Yeah.
I'd definitely get there early if you want some merchandise. And then speaking again of Hollywood Studios, the last thing we wanted to talk about before we open up to some questions is the Skyliner gondolas, and they've revealed the inside of them now, and they're about as exciting as you'd expect them to be.
As exciting as a gondola can be, really.
They're just plain wooden benches.
No expense spared.
No expense spared.
They've gone to a local park. They've lifted a few benches.
Yeah. They do look quite uncomfortable as well.
Yeah, you would not want to be sat on one of those for very long. I mean, obviously there's no aircon as well, so they're really not encouraging you to stay long in these things. No.
Well, they revealed the distances. I think it's like the longest trip is only like 8-9 minutes. So it's
right. Okay, that's probably they had to do that for health and safety reasons.
Yeah, and also like the amount of people that are still going on like Facebook comments and Twitter comments going, "I'll never ride these. These are so unsafe." It's like based on what?
I wouldn't say they're
rocking
unsafe. No, I mean, I would say they're probably going to be, if anything, they're going to be uncomfortable because they're going to be uncomfortably hot. And looking at those seats, they're not going to be too comfortable to sit in. So that would be the only reason I would use them.
I mean, Josh says Walt loved wooden benches. He did, but that's because in the 1950s, that's all we had. Back at the time of greatness.
Did you prepare your flag for that very statement?
I've always got one of these, just poking out.
Just keeps it somewhere on his body all the time.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
I basically pretend I'm the president.
Go swimming.
I pretend I'm the president. I just have this stuck on my desk the whole time.
You can't. You have to throw in a few Game of Thrones memes That's what makes you the president.
Exactly. That flag was actually from the very first Muppets Present at Magic Kingdom.
A piece of
Still,
theme park history.
Piece of history. It's also stood the test of time very well. The amount of places it's been.
I was going to say, it really depends on how often you whip out your flag.
Every day.
Every day. Bit of flag action.
So yeah, I'm excited to ride them actually in I've just seen that question. We'll answer questions in a minute, Luke. Keep that. I'll ponder on that for a second. Yeah, I'm actually excited to go on these gondolas in October. So yeah, even though the benches do look a bit uncomfortable. Okay, so let's move on to questions. Hit us with as many questions as you like. As you know, this show is slightly less family friendly than the podcast. So first question is: do you know how to watch the good porn on a flight from the UK to Orlando? Asking for a friend traveling soon. Yes, my advice to you would be, or your friend, sorry, I should say, your friend, would be to, as you would on Netflix, just download your favorites straight into your phone. No Wi-Fi required. No restrictions on what you can and can't watch, and do that. And the best thing to do, I would say, is maybe don't sit near the window because that reflects. You don't want that coming off. And people seeing that.
It's a lot of experience by the sounds of it.
And also, if you want to be really careful, hold it in your hand like this and kind of just look at it like this. Otherwise, people are going to see exactly what you're doing.
And put headphones in.
Of course, yeah. You don't want the screaming to make its way into the plane.
Yeah. You don't want
unless you get off on that kind of thing.
People don't want to hear dwarves screaming too loud.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know we were talking about Disney-inspired pornos.
Or Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Oh dear. That must exist. That must exist somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. Of course it does.
Where can we find it, Ryan? You'll know.
I don't know. Right? I'll add it in the YouTube description.
You just need to get out of your bookmarks, don't you? Your Safari bookmarks.
There's a lot of Disney themed ones in there, so it will take a while.
Take a little bit of time to find it, but you'll find it.
I'll get there eventually, I'm sure.
That's what she said.
So does anyone else have any more questions for us? Because we will happily take a couple more before we end the show. Otherwise, we will go, and I'm going to just dip my head into some water.
What, to cool down? Are you still like sweating?
I am. Like it's so warm. It's so warm. Luke says he knows a guy.
Knows a guy.
Well, you need 6 others to make the movie work, mate.
He's friends with Peter Dinklage.
I was going to say Warwick Davis, but we've got 2 now.
Well, there you go. That's 2 already sorted. I mean, I'm sure Warwick knows a few other Ewoks that you can.
Well, I mean, okay. So which one would you give to Warwick, and which one would you give to Dinklage?
One of what? Oh, what is it? Which dwarf? I mean, poor.
I think Warwick is a doc. I think he's a good leader.
Yeah. I was thinking of him as more of one of the funny, like, or daft ones. I don't know. Maybe not. I can't think of their names now. I can't think of the dwarves' names.
Happy, Doc, Grumpy, Dopey. Bashful,
yeah, I wouldn't put him as Dopey.
Easy.
He probably do a Happy quite well, I think.
Oh, Warwick.
Yeah, I think Dinklage.
Yeah, you're right. He's always smiling, isn't he?
Yeah,
I agree. Okay, we've sorted that. That's good. Dream attraction that you want to have announced at D23. You see Warwick Davis all the time. He lives near you. What the fuck?
What?
Why have you never told us this?
Yeah, we never heard this.
Unbelievable. Can you get him to come to my wedding and do a speech for me?
That'd be amazing.
What's your dream attraction you want to have announced at D23? Okay, let's see here. This is quite a difficult one, actually. I would like to see. I think I would like to see something really, special announced for Epcot. What
Something
that is,
special.
not what that is. I mean, I don't know, but I think it would need to kind of be a
New
mix
pavilion?
of futuristic and in keeping with Epcot's original vision, but also like exciting enough that I want to ride on it. So I guess if they announced exactly what they were doing to Spaceship Earth and they were giving it a huge update and it was going to be cool, and it wasn't going to be completely ruined, I think I'd be quite happy with that. We know the rumor is at the minute that they're going to be updating Spaceship Earth, so I think if they revealed their plans for that and they weren't shit, I'd be quite happy with that.
Yeah, that would be a good announcement, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You've had a question here, Dan.
Oh.
What other merch are you looking forward to getting non-30th related?
Oh, what other merch? I don't have too much in mind. I would like to get some more Vinymations, but if they still sell them. Or some nice pops, potentially. Seeing what's available. I do want to get the Disney minifigs, which I'll pick up from the Lego store in Disney Springs. I'll definitely be getting some of those on the, well, I don't know if I'll get them on the 1st of May when they come out, because obviously I'll be in Hollywood Studios. So
yes.
But I don't know at the moment, because obviously we'll be getting there really early, and obviously Hollywood Studios isn't really a full day park, so whether we'll go there and then leave and then come back later on for the show, it all depends on how busy the park is. So we may go away, go to Disney Springs, and I might be able to get some then. So we'll see.
Surprised that they're putting a Spaceship Earth in Paris and California. You know what, Luke? If they announced that, I'd fly over to D23 myself and just burn it down.
Give Bob a slap.
Just like, be like, Bob, I've got a good question for you here. I'd like to see a new country, 100%. I tell you what, if they announce Switzerland and Matterhorn for Epcot, yeah, I'm up for that.
I'm trying to think of what another good country that they could introduce.
Big Hero 6 in Japan, up for that.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
I need to order my minifigures. Actually, that's a good point.
Are you going to order a box?
I think so. When do we expect a new Disney resort? Because Shanghai was only recent. I don't expect a new Disney resort anytime soon. I think the next thing we'll see is the 5th gate at Disney World.
Where do you think, if they were to put a new Disney resort, where do you reckon it would be?
I guess if they were sensible, probably Dubai.
Okay.
A lot of theme parks over there. I think Disney could dominate over there.
Yeah. I was thinking
the problem is it's quite close to other areas, but
it is quite close to other areas. Obviously, they don't have anything in the Middle East, so it could kind of work. What were you laughing at there?
I don't know. It's just dangerous, isn't it? Dangerous place, the Middle East.
Oh.
for a company like Disney, who are an American institution, to set up a nice theme park.
Yeah.
Coming this summer, Disneyland Baghdad.
I mean, I don't know whether, obviously Dubai have quite strict laws, don't they? So I don't know if everything would fly. You wouldn't get alcohol in your parks.
Bloody hell! I've given up booze anyway. So
I mean, where
that wasn't a joke.
I don't believe you. So
I'm serious.
Okay. Well, and why? Why?
Oh, I'm trying to lose some weight.
Yeah, I don't. How long is that going to last?
Well, I'll make special cases for like the stag do, obviously.
but you're okay. So you'll make a special exception for like Saturday and Sunday and Friday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
And Monday.
Sometimes Mondays. Yeah.
Brazil's been rumored for a while, and Phil says Holland would be great land now that weed's allowed medically. People can smoke there and have window shows. Oh, get your cogs out.
I mean, that would be quite an experience. You got like the Disney characters in the windows.
Oh yeah, Minnie with her little dress out.
Yeah, Minnie, Daisy. Or
And
you,
he's
or
like,
you go
"Oh."
more, or you go more human ones and have like Jasmine
I
and
suppose you could do that if you were that
Moana
inclined.
and stuff. Yeah. Like, I
Oh,
don't know how
get your
old
big body out. Oh.
I don't know how old Moana was meant to be, so that might be a bit risky.
Yeah, I think most of Disney princesses are under 18, so it's quite a risk.
Yeah. Nobody better with Minnie. We know she's like 70.
Also, her name's
No,
Minnie.
older
It
than
kind
that,
of writes
actually.
itself.
Yeah.
Right, I don't think we're going to take any more questions because
Might
we've
start
kind
getting
of
weird.
reached. Yeah, it might start getting weird. And we've hit about an hour now. So, but yeah, I think Epcot's a good one with the World Showcase and countries and things we'd like to see. So we might do a podcast on that. Minnie in a blue window. Oh God. The things that would happen. The things that would happen. Mary Poppins in a window. Yeah. Someone feels more of you're more of an Emily Blunt fan than, or is it Mary Poppins you actually want to see, Phil?
But I think Mary Poppins would just tell you to clean your room.
Oh yeah. I
Like,
mean, if you're into that kind of thing.
if you're into that sort of like, yeah, I guess dominatrix sort of thing, I could see.
Yeah, she'd be cracking the whip, wouldn't she?
Yeah, I reckon so.
It's time for a bath now. Yeah, it is. Oh dear. And on that note, I think we've got to go, haven't we? Like we can't go any further than that.
Before we get shut down.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Go and check out our other videos on YouTube. And the new podcast is going to be out on Monday, where Dan is going to be talking about his trip, which he will technically be on when we're talking about it. But he's got all of his plans and everything. It's the most you'll ever hear him talk on a podcast.
I know. I talked quite a lot on that episode, didn't I?
I know. I could have walked out the room and come back, and you'd still be talking.
And it doesn't always. It's not always like that.
So
awesome.
We're just saying people's names now, aren't we?
I mean, yeah. Belle would make a great window.
Can we hear from Liam Neeson? I mean, maybe he could be the face character for Japan. I will find you. When I do, you will have my Japanese sticker.
That would be amazing if they had a 360 show at Japan and they had Liam Neeson.
I am here to present the great wonder of Japan. My name is Liam Neeson. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks for the questions. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks for one of these once Stan is back from his Orlando trip. I might decide to do a solo video, but if I'm doing a solo video, I tend to charge for those. So
yeah, they suck at it. They're very different audience. Very different. Well,
yeah.
Actually, no, it's not. Actually, it's not too dissimilar, really.
The camera's like panning down a little bit more, and
yeah, there's a lot less clothing involved.
Exactly. So thanks for watching, everyone, and we will definitely catch you guys soon when Dan's back from his trip, and we will share more tales and take more questions. How old is too old for Disney, Matt? Before we go, you're never too old for Disney.
No.
Never.
Simple answer. Job done.
Simple, really easy. You're never too old for Disney. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah, I don't know why you're holding a piece of phone.
It's from my headphones.
And the podcast, by the way, is still going to be out every Monday. We've sorted that. So